Hello, and welcome back to Funnelheads. My name is Andrew, and today we have the full ship tour of the beautiful Carnival Venezia. We're going to go through all of the areas on this beautiful ship, give you a little bit of details about each area, as well as some tips. Now, this ship was actually built for Costa Cruise Lines, which of course is Carnival's sister brand, and after it was complete and debuted, it ended up transferring after COVID to Carnival Cruise Lines to become an Italian-themed cruise ship, or Costa by Carnival Cruise Lines. Now, this ship debuted in May of 2023 as Carnival Venezia, joining the Vista class ships. Now, there are 5 total Vista class ships, including the Vista, the Horizon, Panorama, Venezia, and the Firenze. Now, this ship has 14 passenger decks, comes in at 1,061 feet in length, weighs 135,500 gross tons. At max occupancy, she has 5,260 guests and 1,278 crew. Now, what better way to start than where you board the ship for the very first time, and that is the Piazza San Marco, or what I would like to call the atrium of the ship. Absolutely stunning, took our breath away when we saw it for the first time. This video does not do this area justice. Great area to grab a drink, meet up with friends, meet new friends, or listen to some live music from above. Now, off of the atrium, you do have the restaurant, which we'll go into in a second, as well as guest services desk and the adventures desk. Now, of course, the guest services desk is there to assist you with any issues that you might need during your cruise or answer questions, and the shore excursion desk or adventures desk helps you with questions about shore excursions, activities, and things of that nature. Now, continuing on deck 3, you have the Marco Polo restaurant. We did not eat here. This is going to be an assigned seating restaurant, either early or late seating. Absolutely stunning restaurant though. Love the views, from the tables by the windows, the interior design, the atmosphere, just beautiful. They did also hold the Dr. Seuss breakfast in this venue as well, if you're looking forward to doing that. Also on this deck, you have Circle C and Club O2, which are going to be venues for your young teenagers or late teens. They're going to have different activities, whether they're supervised or unsupervised, but more so just an amazing meetup spot, for kids their age. Now, moving up to deck 4, you have the Teatro Rosso, which is going to be the main theater on board your ship. This is where you're going to want to go pretty much each and every night if you like live music, whether it's playlist production, Broadway-style shows, variety acts. They also hold events like Family Feud, Bingo, Love and Marriage Show, and so much more. I would get there a little bit early, though, to secure a good seat. It's a very large venue with a bar, and it's actually 2 decks, so this is on deck 4, but there is a deck 5 as well. Like I said, if you want to get some good seats, get there about 15 or 20 minutes early. Now back on deck 4, you have Dream Studios, which is basically a venue if you want to hire a private photographer, which can be very pricey, but the pictures do come out amazing. We can speak firsthand because we've done it not only for our wedding cruise on the Carnival Legend, but also when Rhett was 2 on, I believe, the Carnival Sunrise. It might have been the Horizon, not sure. Pictures came out great, but very pricey. Now we're back in the atrium. I'm standing exactly where the performers basically will perform each and every night, and sometimes during the day as well. They'll have kind of a variety of live music that rotates around the ship. Off of the atrium, there's also these pop-up shops as well as Cherry on Top, which is one of Rhett's favorite little stores. You can buy different chocolates, candies. They do have little like Dr. Seuss stuffed animals as well. Around the other side, you have the souvenir store or the fun shop. Now, we are suckers for buying the cruise ship models as well as some of the other things that you can find in the fun shops, like coffee mugs, things like that. Now also on the other side, you have the portside shop, which is going to be your tobacco and liquor store. So if you want to, buy some goodies to send home or bring home, this is the store for you. Continuing on deck 4, you have the Venezia Casino, and I gotta be honest, this casino was not nice to me during the cruise. It was a little bit nicer to Michelle. I think she ended up maybe breaking even or possibly being up a little bit, but I definitely lost a few $100s in this casino. Hopefully you have better luck, but very large casino, lots of tables, lots of slot machines, newer slot machines as well. One downside to this casino is it is very smoky. The good news is, though, there is a smoke-free casino that we'll show you in just a second. But yeah, when we do our review on this ship, our likes and dislikes, this is definitely going to be one of them that is on it. It was just so smoky in here, and honestly, walking through there kind of hurt my throat, and I really don't mind cigarette smoke all that much. Michelle does way more than me, so just one thing to note. But as you can see, this casino is absolutely massive. So if you're looking for a certain, slot machine or table, chances are it's going to be in here. Now, one other thing I would say is if you're looking to get drinks in the casino, we did have quite a hard time getting that as well. There's not a bar in this casino, so they actually have to go elsewhere to grab the drinks, whether it's a pantry in the back or another bar, but it did take quite a long time. Now, this is the smoke-free casino that I was talking about. It's quite a small room, as you can see, but they have a nice variety of different slot machines, as well as a few tables. So if you like roulette, for example, or blackjack, they've got that going on. We definitely preferred this room over others, and like I said, with the drinks, they actually used this service door to the left in the video to come out with the drinks, so we had a little bit better luck getting drinks throughout the cruise in this room as far as the casino goes. Now continuing on deck 4, you have one of my favorite venues on the ship, and I really appreciate it being a veteran myself, and that's the Heroes Tribute Sports Bar. Great area if you want to catch up on some games. While we were on board, the Stanley Cup playoffs as well as the NBA playoffs were going on, so this place was rowdy at certain days while we were at sea, so it was really fun. Now in the hallway from the Heroes Tribute Sports Bar, you have the art gallery. So if you're into art, collecting art, auctioning art, or just drinking champagne at the art auction, it's a great area to look at some of the artists, different art. Some of it we really enjoyed, others were kind of thinking what were they thinking, but different taste for everybody, of course. It's also nice just to look at while you're making your way down to the Limelight Lounge, which of course is where your stand-up comedy is going to be. We did listen to one of the comedians during our cruise. Now the comedian was pretty good. We really enjoyed just stand-up comedy in general. The kids were off to camp that night, so we had a little bit of time to see one of the more adult rated comedians, and like I said, it was quite funny, so we really enjoyed it. This room is also where Mark Q did the Quest, the adult game show, and if you've never been to or heard of Quest, it is an amazing, hilarious time. Just be prepared. It is quite raunchy, quite adult rated, but absolutely hilarious. No cameras allowed, and depending on the cruise director, it could get pretty naughty. I will use that word. And lastly, on deck 4, we have the Canal Grande restaurant. This is actually where we ate for your time dining. Absolutely stunning venue. Of course, you have the gondola, set up right in the middle of this restaurant, of the venue. We had incredible seats near the aft windows, so we actually saw a whale breach the one night. Unfortunately, we didn't get it on, video because it just happened out of the blue. We were absolutely not expecting a whale to breach out of the water, but it was incredible. And I mean, just look at this restaurant. Probably one of our favorite restaurant venues as far as interior design, looks, atmosphere, just magical. Now moving on to deck 5, we have at the aft of the ship, the Carnevale Bar and Lounge. Now this is a wonderful venue, again, stunningly beautiful. You can listen to live music, dance, they have great different drinks. I really enjoyed the old fashions that they served here, and Michelle really was into the sangrias, although she did say they were a little sweet, but she really enjoyed them. Now this area connects to the Terraza Carnevale, which is an exclusive area for those with terrazza cabins. If you've been on a Vista class ship, it's similar to Havana cabins. It's its own specific area where you have comfy loungers, of course bar, hot tubs on each side. You also have hammocks outside of your cabin where you'll see in a second. Now, like I said, this area is exclusive to those guests in those particular cabins during the day. However, it does open to all guests at night, and this was a wonderful spot just to talk with our friends, have a couple of drinks, and just relax, take in the ocean or the destination. Now continuing forward on deck 5, you have the Gondola Lounge, which consists of many different areas. You have a bar in this area, dance floors, lots of seating, as well as an outside lanai area, which we'll get to later in the video. In this area, they held trivia quite a bit, as well as different live music that includes typically a band set, so we really enjoyed listening to music at night. We also ended up winning Carnival Cruise Line trivia here and got us a little bling on a string, so that was very exciting. Now, continuing on deck 5, you also have the Pixels photo gallery. This is the area if you want to check out your photos during the cruise. You can also access them through the Carnival Hub app as well, but if you don't have your phone for whatever reason, you can access them there. Continuing on deck 5, you have our favorite bar venue, and that is Frizzante. This is located right outside the Italian specialty dining, which we'll enter in a second. Great espresso martinis and a wonderful sitting area. There's a LED screen that has bubbles, and they actually pop and become bigger the louder the area is, so it was really cool to see. Now entering into Il Viaggio, I think that's how you pronounce it. This is the Italian specialty restaurant, which is unique on these Costa by Carnival ships. We ate there one of the nights, I believe it was Half Moon Cay night, if I can remember correctly. The food was wonderful, however the portions were out of control. They were so large, we felt so bad because unfortunately we did waste quite a bit of food, and I hate wasting food, but definitely worth the money. Just go in there very, very hungry, otherwise unfortunately you are probably going to waste some food as well. Also on deck 5, you have several little shops along the way, including sunglasses, purses, things of that nature. As it wraps around, we have the Amari Bar, which is kind of like Alchemy on a lot of the other ships. And I'll be honest, we thought in the beginning of the cruise this was the bar that we were going to spend the most time at. However, Frizzante was our place to hang out. Now, Amari was definitely full each and every night. For some reason, we were lured to Frizzante a little bit more. Right near the Amari Bar, you have Bonsai Sushi, which is one of our favorite specialty spots on this ship. A very inexpensive, excellent meal if you like sushi or different, chicken and noodle type dishes. The kids ate there, we ate there, was excellent. Now across from Bonsai Sushi, you have Fahrenheit 555, which is the Steakhouse specialty restaurant on board. Unfortunately, we did not eat here. The venue looked amazing, but we all discussed as a group. Of course, we cruised with our friends, so we all, decided that we were going to try the Italian specialty on this ship instead of the Steakhouse, and we're glad we did. Of course, you can't go wrong with Fahrenheit 555. We've had it on other ships, and it's usually always, a 5 out of 5 dining, with an exception here or there, but absolutely beautiful venue. Across from Fahrenheit 555, you have the Piano Bar 88, which we love us some Piano Bar. If you know anything about our channel, I think his name was Gustavo. He was really good as far as the piano man. We were in there most nights, at least for 30 minutes or so while we were waiting for something else to start. Had enjoyed a couple of drinks in there as well. This venue also held the Diamond Cocktail Party, which was really excellent. We did a video vlog on that if you want to check it out, but a very intimate experience. Now back across the hall, you have Bonsai Tepenyaki, which is basically hibachi on board. We have not done it on a Carnival ship. We've done it with MSC, but hibachi's hibachi, always a good time, and food is delicious. Making our way back to the atrium, and we'll get a good look at the atrium in a second, but you have more shops kind of around the atrium here. Jewelry stores, perfume, cologne, things of that nature. There's actually one store that was still not ready yet. I don't know if they were switching it over to something or if it just never was finished, but one of the stores wasn't open. Now outside on the Lanai Deck 5, you have a bar. Unfortunately, that bar was never opened, at least not when we were around it throughout the cruise. So let me know if it was open, if you've been on the Carnival Venezia. But the Lanai was another one of our favorite spots to just kind of talk and play some games. We did dice, cards. They also have La Strade Grill, which is unique for this ship. They have different like sandwiches, mac and cheese, lots of different like variety salads and things of that nature. Michelle ate there one day. She said it was quite good. This is a wonderful area to just sit and relax, perhaps watch the sunset or just the waves go by. Now, as you do make your way all the way forward on the Lanai, there is a designated smoking section. So if you're a smoker, this is where you would probably go most of the time. Of course, there's other areas on board the ship that you can go to smoke. But if I was a smoker, I would definitely prefer this area. Just beautiful sights. Now, the day I recorded this, it was super windy. We were actually getting ready to dock, I believe, in Amber Cove. It was either Amber Cove or Grand Turk. I can't remember exactly. But the sun had just came up. Absolutely beautiful. A wind was pushing me back. I've got a video of actually me trying to walk in the wind, which is really funny. Of course, this is always all the way forward on the ship. Great spot if you're looking to clear your mind or maybe take some pictures, some videos. Of course, maybe when it's not as windy, if the ship is docked or something like that, or on a calmer day, but just a beautiful area. Now moving up all the way to deck 10, we have the main Lido pool, which you'll probably be spending a lot of time around this area because there's many venues, including Tomodoro, which is an exclusive venue to the Costa by Carnival ships. It does have a lot of the same items that the Blue Iguana Cantina serves, so your breakfast burritos, lunch burritos, tacos, taco salad, things like that. They do have some different items also on the menu. We didn't try any of the new stuff. We kind of know what we like, so we stuck to our gut on that, but I'm sure a lot of the new items are wonderful as well. If you've tried them, let me know in the comment section below. This is going to be the main stage near the pool, and right near the main stage is Rococo's bar, a great bar venue. Of course, this ship doesn't have the Blue Iguana Tequila Bar or the Red Frog Rum Bar, but it does have Rococo, and they do serve some great drinks there as well. Across from Rococo, they have the Java Blue Cafe. That's right, coffee is up on the Lido deck, which made us so happy. Now, it was super busy though, so we did actually get coffee most of the time in the main atrium, but if you wake up early enough, you can still get it pretty quick. And finally, off the Lido deck, you have Guy's Burger Joint, which is always fantastic. Again, I didn't try the new items on the menu, unfortunately, but did have several Guy's Burgers. Always delicious. Now, continuing on deck 10, you have the Lido Marketplace. So if you're looking for something else to eat, they have a lot of different variety inside that changes pretty much daily. Different breakfast, lunch, and dinner items. They also have the deli located in here, as well as the ice cream stations. Continuing to the aft of deck 10, you have the Burano Pool and Bar, which includes the Seafood Shack that also serves Chinese food during the day for lunch. So just letting you know about that. It was very good. It kind of changes daily, but always has kind of the same ingredients. Seafood Shack, which we did eat on board one of the nights. We got a dozen oysters, a pound of the peel and eat shrimp, and 2 pounds of the snow crab. Wonderful. Now, the Burano pool and bar was one of our favorite areas. Lots of shade, as you can see, but the biggest plus to this area was they had live music up above. I'll show you where they have it a little bit later in the video, but it was wonderful. You know, everybody was line dancing on their own, having some drinks. It was just, it felt like a great party that just kind of spontaneously happened throughout each and every day. Now, on the opposite side of Seafood Shack, you do have the Pizzeria del Capitano, which of course serves a few different types of pizza, cheese, pepperoni, veggie style pizza, as well as a couple others. Terrific. Never had to wait too long unless it was specific times during the day. Now, continuing up on deck 11, this is actually where the DJ would play in that roped little area there. So again, it was just terrific to have live music. Usually on other ships, this is more of like a quiet area. Sometimes they'll have like stereo music playing, but very quietly, where this ship was just a full-blown party and we were there for it. Now, also on deck 11, you have a designated smoking area, as you can see here. So another comfy area if you want to grab a cigarette during the day. Also near the smoking area, you have the basketball court, which of course you can play soccer in, as well as pickleball they had offered a few days. On the opposite side of the ship, you have the Camp Ocean outdoor play area. And while we're talking about that, let's go inside to Dr. Seuss Bookville. Now, this is an area where families and kids can go. It's just a Dr. Seuss themed area where they have all the Dr. Seuss books and characters, nice, bright, and colorful. Now, Camp Ocean is absolutely free during the day. It takes kids of all ages up to the teens, which of course they cut off at the teen years because they have their own area. So definitely take advantage of that if you have kids. Now, continuing on deck 11, right above the main pool, you have the Pergola Bar, which if you're looking for a bar where you can get a drink pretty quickly, this is the spot to go. Now, they don't have everything there, but if you're looking for a pretty basic drink, of course, they have a menu as well. That is the bar to go to. We got quicker service by going up there to the bar and back downstairs than we did at some of the other bars like Rococo, just because they were so busy. Continuing on deck 11 in this area, you do have a little game area. So if you're into board games, card games, things of that nature, they also have several books that Carnival provides, as well as books that people have just left there after they finish. So a nice quiet area if you're looking to read, maybe play a game, or maybe do some work if you work remotely. We loved this spot specifically if you can grab these seats, because if you don't want to be involved in like some of the deck parties and things like that, but you still want to see them, great spot to view any of the things that are going on the Lido deck. It doesn't even have to be the deck party. It could be, you know, ice carving, Groove for St. Jude, or etc. On the opposite side, you have lots of different games, including foosball, ping pong, as well as like a soccer pool table area. Moving up to deck 12, you have Carnival Waterworks, which includes several water slides as well as a small splash and play area for the kids. Unfortunately, it was not open most of our cruise, so hopefully it is open for your cruise. I don't know if it was just too windy or whatever the occasion was. It was open the very first day, but we were still in New York and it was a little bit on the colder side, plus windy, so we didn't end up going that day, and then we kept checking throughout the week and it never opened. So fortunately didn't get to go on the water slide, so maybe if we go back on the ship we'll make that a point. Continuing on deck 12, you have the walking and jogging track, but we're going to go actually up these stairs real quick to show you the ropes course as well as the other half of mini golf. You'll see what I mean in a second, but if you're looking to do the ropes course, this is where you would go. Make sure you wear sneakers or closed-toed shoes if you're trying to do that. I would also suggest that you find a day, if you're looking to do mini golf, that it is on a less windy day, because it's very hard to play when the wind is blowing, especially while you're sailing. Now moving back down to deck 12, you have the rest of the mini golf, as well as another shot of the funnel and the ropes course. Now moving inside on deck 12, you have the warehouse arcade, and this is actually a pretty large arcade for a cruise ship. Now, if you know anything about me, you know how much I despise the Carnival Cruise arcade because it is so expensive. I wish they had some type of package where you could pay a specific fee and the kids could just play, you know, there as much as they want. You just take away the prizes or whatever and just have them unlimited free play. Because each game runs between about $1.50 up to $4.50 per game, and some of them only last like a push of a button for that amount. So definitely a ripoff, but if you have kids, if you like the arcade, they do have it on board. Continuing on the jogging and walking track, we are going to be walking past the basketball court from the above level once again, and just beautiful views. Now at the end of each side on the aft, you do have these little fitness areas, so if you want to do little exercises in between your walk, or you just want to go up there to do some exercises, they do have these available. Now at the front of the ship on deck 12, you have the Cloud 9 spa and fitness area, and I gotta be honest, on this ship, for its size, this gym and the spa is very small. It was absolutely packed. I didn't go this last time, but Michelle went at least a few times, as well as her friend, and they said it was so hard to get a machine. People were literally like standing in line waiting for treadmills and stuff like that. So I got a little bit better as obviously the week went on as usual, and you start getting to some of the stops, but incredibly busy and very small for this size ship. I do like that it's at the front of the ship though. You get those beautiful, you know, views of the ocean as well as your destination. Now after you do exercise, if you choose to do so, here is the rest of the spa. So you have your little sauna in here. You can shower off after the sauna before you go into what I would say is a very teeny tiny bathtub. But that is the area inside the spa. Like I said, it's very small. This is one of the, of course, massage rooms if you chose to get any of the treatments, whether it's a couple treatment, deep tissue, bamboo, rock massage, anything like that. Now last but not least, deck 15, you have Serenity, which is the adults only area on board. We did not get to experience this area much at all besides walking through it, but it looked amazing. So many different loungers, you know, furniture to just read, relax, get in your quiet time. Of course, we had kids with us, so that's probably a reason we didn't get to go there much at all. Of course, you do have infinite hot tubs on either side, as well as the adults bar. So everything one would need to relax on vacation. And it's just a stunning area. Also, the location is beautiful, being near the front of the ship. Now that's the complete ship tour for the beautiful Carnival Venezia. Now we have our vlog series up if you want to check out our day-to-day activities and silliness. I'll put the link in the description box. We're also going to be doing, you know, reviews of the ships, likes, dislikes, food, everything that's included, and so much more. If you love cruise content, consider subscribing to our channel, giving the video a like, commenting, asking any questions below. We absolutely love talking about cruising and really are here to help in any way. So don't be afraid to ask questions. Anyway, thank you guys so much for your continued support. Hopefully we'll see you right back here in the next video or on a cruise ship one day. Catch you later.
I woke up with the sun today, rolled out of bed and said, I'm gonna have some fun today, and that's just what I did. The birds were singing, come outside, I felt giddy like a kid. If life is like a swimming pool, you know I'm jumping in. We got the perfect summer day, so put me in your plans. You know that this doesn't happen every day, so everybody clap your hands. Cause when we raise on high, every hand in the the sky, we're the super fans. Feeling grand in the grandstands. Shout it out, make some noise, make it loud. Soaking up the lovely weather, everything just comes together. I woke up feeling good today, my journey has begun. I gotta give a shout out to the green grass and the sun. It's a long way off, a tricky shot, but I know it can be done. Another day, another game, another hole in one. Yeah, we got the perfect summer day. So put me in your plans. You know that this doesn't happen every day. So everybody clap your hands. Cause when we raise them high, every hand in the sky, we're the super fans. Feeling grand in the grandstands. Shout it out, make some noise, make it loud. Soaking up the lovely weather, everything just comes together. Lift them up, all the hands, all in one. We're the super fans. Feeling grand in the grandstands. And keep them there, all the hands in the air. We're wishing it could last forever, baby, put your hands together. The weather's just so fine, wish I could bottle time. Cause if you only pause, you'll hear the crowd applaud. They're cheering for you now, stand up and take a bow. You know that you deserve it, today is picture perfect. Raise them high, every hand in the sky, we're the super fans. Feeling grand in the grandstands. Shout it out, make some noise, make it loud. Soaking up the lovely weather, everything just comes together. Clap our hands, clap our hands, clap our hands. We're the super fans. Feeling grand in the grandstands. Clap our hands, clap our hands, clap our hands. We're wishing it could last forever, baby, put your hands together. That's why we clap our hands. That's why we clap our hands.